Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Thursday, Albuquerque. Thursday's a weird one after a big, long Christmas break. You know what that means.
Does it feel like another Wednesday, or does it feel like Friday? Or does it feel like Thursday? Are you getting Tuesday vibes, Fred?
Robert, what
It's not
day?
a Monday.
Robert, what day is it?
It's another great day on the airwaves, fellas.
It's your daughter's birthday, Robert. Let's go.
Yay.
I didn't want to do that just yet.
I got
yeah,
you.
thank you. It is.
It's also...
Royalty was born on this day.
You just call yourself a king?
You doggone right. To be royalty, that means you come from royalty.
Also, it is Robert's second favorite day of the year, Patriots Eve.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I like that.
Patriots Eve.
Is that not what it's called?
I'm with you.
Is that not what today's called? Patriots Eve? Robert?
I call it Insurrectionist Eve.
Oh, okay.
I hear Patriots and I just think of.
That's where my head went to.
Oh, what?
I go to the
New
hoodie. Yeah, I go to the hoodie and old Tom Brady.
January 6th is for Patriots, boys. I know that for a fact. I learned that. I just recently deleted on my personal social media, and I had a moment where I was like, I'm good on this. I don't need it. Like, some friends of the show got weird on there. I was like, I'm out. Like, no one needs to know who my mom is. You know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. And then had a moment where I was like, oh, but I threw so much fire on January 6th, 2000.
You got to get back to it.
I got to go back. I got to see it on my time hop.
That on this day is the best.
I was so fire.
But you got a microphone. You could do it now. You don't got to do it with your thumbs.
Right.
You get to do it with your mouth.
TJ, trade me spots. Head over to KKOB, lose an entire audience over there. That January 6th is weird. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. That was a weird thing.
That really was.
What do you mean? Just some good old boys releasing some steam?
Is that what it was?
I've never seen something get so much worse the longer that it went on.
The whole time.
For real.
God, the whole time.
Yep.
It was like it was like one of those infomercials, and they're like, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Or like, you know, when a little kid tells a story, Van, and they're like, and then.
It's like watching Black Adam.
Oh, God,
Kept just getting worse the longer you watch.
Sucks so bad.
I'm so disappointed.
Nah,
I'm still disappointed.
I kept watching January 6th, though.
Yeah, but you turned off Black Adam? Oh, I love it.
So that one's not for me.
Nope.
All right, boys, get ready to clap real loud, okay?
All right.
Damar Hamlin opened his eyes last night and is responsive. Truly incredible. One thing is very clear from speaking to those close to him. They are endlessly appreciative of the medical care given to Hamlin over the field. On the field immediately and over the last 72 hours. He's moving his hands. He asked who won the game.
Yes. Did you see what the answer to that question was?
Beautiful.
They said, you won the game of life, bro.
Yeah.
The
movie has to be written right now.
And he can't talk, so he had to write it down.
He wrote it, yeah.
When I was 16, I had a bunch of plastic surgery, boys. So like my entire like lower part of my face, not real, right? It's plastic and metal. I had plastic and metal surgery.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
bionic, man.
It looks fine.
I mean, I wear a beard.
It's okay.
A beard is basically a mask.
Beard is makeup for men.
Yes.
If you don't know that already.
Did you make that up?
On the spot, baby.
That's very good.
Thank you.
So I always wear a beard. But when I was in that's not Van. I'm talking about the beard on my face.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, I have questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you have like the old Frank Beamer chin? Like, you know who Frank Beamer is?
I'm about to. Give me 2 seconds.
The old coach for Virginia Tech? Do you have that going on under there?
Let me tell you what's the Frank Beamer chin. Okay.
You know the Italian guy on Instagram who does the really bad cooking show?
Yes.
He's got that chin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. The best way to describe my chin that I had as a child, and this is the way I've described it my whole life, is if you pull up a photo of Bart Simpson.
Okay.
I have Bart Simpson's chin. So I had as a child a non-existent chin. So
okay.
So I had an overjet, and my chin
That's horrible.
was basically in my neck. Like there's not another way to describe it. So whatever, broke my jaw out, slid it forward, dropped it down, all this, whatever, ton of stuff. The point I'm trying to get to here was I couldn't talk because I had this like tube that went up my nose down into my stomach to pump blood that I was swallowing or whatever. So my dad brought me a Magnadoodle, and I would write to the nurses and the doctors on the Magnadoodle. And what I'm saying is, with maybe some of the $7 million that's gone to DeMar's Toys, someone should bring him a Magnadoodle.
Oh,
nice.
That was a long story.
I was trying to see where we were going with that.
I didn't think it was going to end with a Magnadoodle.
That's how I talked to the nurses.
Sure.
You got really good with that thing, didn't
Dog,
you?
I could fly. And I'll tell you the BS of the whole thing. BS show, by the way, every Tuesday night. Check that out on robertbuckdgibson.com.
Yes, sir.
The thing about the Magnadoodle was I was laying in the hospital with the thing in me, and it would pump the stuff into a clear jar on the side of the bed, boys. I had to look over.
So you had to see that?
Yeah, I had to see my bile.
Oh, I'm good.
That's important data for your medical team. How much bile you're producing.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh.
They measure your bile.
I had pneumonia in my lungs from swallowing so much blood.
I know. That's why they're watching it.
Oh, it was so brutal. So,
man, you was a feeble kid.
Oh my God, dude. It was my 16th birthday.
Oh, man.
So, as I'm continuing the story, I say to my father, I say, but I had this thing in my mouth. So I write it down. I say, go get me a Game Boy. Because I'm just laying in this hospital bed. I got to be there for a couple of weeks. Is this pneumonia thing? And my dad comes back from the Target. He's got like a Target bag. Okay. Like a checkered bag. And he sets it on me. I'm like, oh, good. I'm going to be able to play Tetris or whatever. I'm saying inside my head, I cannot speak. I open it up and there ain't no Game Boy in there. It's a set of juggling balls.
What?
Just a juggle in bed?
And I learned to
Messes
juggle.
up the angle.
Wait, there's specific juggling balls?
They were the blue, yellow, and red. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I own a set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Fred can both juggle.
I am the best juggler because my dad wouldn't let me play Pokemons in the hospital on a Game Boy. I had to learn to juggle sitting on my derriere.
I don't know if I'm interested in this or disgusted.
It's always a little bit of both when I'm talking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What?
Let me introduce you to my friend Fred.
Yeah, this is my thing. Everyone's got a thing. This one's mine.
If I had Fred's light bright and I was at the bedside and
nice.
And if I just came to consciousness, I would spell out, does my wiener still work?
All right, today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of Childhood Toys.
Oh, let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
And then there's a caveat to this one. We're doing this at 5:00. That DeMar Hamlin's charity should buy for kids.
Oh,
just because let's just keep tying it back in.
I like that.
Sweet.
I like
so
that.
The I-9 Varsity of Childhood Toys today, because my father brought me a juggling set and a Magnadoodle, and I was very angry at first. And I would have to press the button to get the nurse to come in to pick up the ball off the floor whenever I dropped it.
So she just stayed in your room.
She hung out a lot. It was a learning curve.
Wait, what year was this?
So I turned 16. I was born in 84. So whatever that math works out to be.
Right after Pogs weren't cool anymore and you started juggling.
2001.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd have made fun of you.
What? of like my weird chin?
I would have bullied you. Not even the chin, just the toys.
Well, the thing is, I've always been big and I've always been clever. But for a long time, I looked like if you held a thumb upside down and drew a face on it.
Why upside down?
Well, that's because the shorter part's on the bottom.
Ah,
so that's
okay.
I just did it
like
too.
an upside down, like an upside down pear. Is that what you're doing there?
Okay, that's not far off.
That's
okay.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
All right.
It was in the boxing world what people would call a very soft chin. But now
I think endomorphic in the science
let me
world.
look that word up real quick. Oh, this is a Star Wars thing?
Endomorphic. No, it's like a medical term for the shape of your body.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the chin, though. This thing had a diagnosis. I couldn't tell you what it's called because I was just a child at the time. Also, have you guys ever got amnesia or not amnesia? Have you guys ever got like put under like gas or whatever?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia. You have done that?
Yes, multiple times for multiple reasons.
When they're like, count back from 100.
Yeah.
And you're like, 99.
Yeah.
You don't make it nowhere. Damar Hamlin is doing insanely well, boys. I could not be happier about this.
Yeah. Also, a big shout out to this is a story that I love that they're coming out with. Do you recognize the name Denny Kellington?
No, but give me more.
Denny Kellington is the Bills' assistant athletic trainer who administered the CPR to him.
Oh.
And they said it was absolutely vital to him surviving. He used his speed and his skill, and it was a huge difference maker. So that was awesome that they're as time goes by, he's getting better. They're going back and pointing out these heroes. Speaking
of heroes, there's 227,000, almost 228,000 of them who've donated $7,486,900
Sheesh.
to the
Love
Chasing
it.
M
I
Foundation
love it
Community
so
Program.
much.
So up and moving around, not up and moving around, but like moving the body around, being able to communicate. And again, we all yearn for he to return to a point of normality where he can live a life that is healthy and happy. Whatever profession that is associated with that, awesome. Be with your people, be with your family, love everyone. Like, oh, I'm into this. How damn scary was that? Go back 3 days.
Oh, man.
Like, how damn scary was that?
His poor family. He obviously has no idea, but his poor family and loved ones and teammates, what they've been going through last 72 hours.
Neurological activity. Oh, my gosh.
It's scary to think that had this happened anywhere else, basically, it could have been way worse. The outcome of everything could have been way worse.
Here's the official statement from the Buffalo Bills. Are you ready? Per the physicians caring for Damar Hamlin at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, Damar has shown remarkable improvement over the past 24 hours. While still critically ill, he has demonstrated that he appears to be neurologically intact. His lungs continue to heal, and he's making steady progress. We are grateful for the love and support we have received.
Neurologically intact, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you suffer cardiac arrest and there's no blood or oxygen going to your brain, that's when the long-term problems step in. But if he's like wakes up and starts immediately asking questions, and he's got life in his eyes, that's an amazing sign.
Regularly gripping hands of those close to him. Very positive sign. Is it crazy to throw a celebration for someone you've never met?
Not at all.
I got that energy about this.
I had an inappropriate joke.
What?
I was going to say Christmas, but I said
what?
Oh, it's so good.
The three of us are not smart men, right? I would argue we got a little wit. We got a little charisma.
Right.
We got a little creativity.
Sure.
None of us can even grasp what modern medicine is.
Oh,
no,
God, no.
not at all.
No.
There are people listening to things like, well, there's a rosy. What? You're not surprised. This is a combination of science and God and fortune and will. I have no idea how medicine works.
Also, just random circumstance as well.
Right.
Like Robert just said, like, what if this would have happened anywhere, if this would have happened at a bus stop, if this would have happened at a mall,
Seriously.
if this would have happened anywhere else, not with first responders dozens of feet away, ready to do their job, it doesn't go this well.
Right.
We're not having this conversation about how awesome he's doing.
We need to off air, but then act like we're discussing it on air, but already have it fully prepared. Put together a CPR class for the friends of the show.
I'm into that 100%.
Yeah.
Also, don't throw shade at the medical knowledge of the guy who just conjured endomorph out of his brain.
I looked up endomorph, and it's the villain in a Gremlins movie. Like, that's not even a real thing.
I doubt you spelled it right.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you just jacked up the spelling worse than anyone has ever jacked up spelling.
Endomorph from Dungeons and Dragons can look like anything.
Don't pretend like you're reading something.
I did
right
do
now.
that. I did reading. That was my reading tone. Morph to me sounds like Star Trek stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to be like, hey, this is the planet of the endomorphs, I'd be like, oh, the one where things trick you into thinking they're pretty ladies and it's actually a glob of the thing. I'd be like, that's a good episode of whatever that show is. Star Trek, I just said.
Whichever one.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. Twilight Zone.
The Lord of the Narnias, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any of that stuff over the holiday thing for like on Amazon?
Oh God, no.
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 Mm-mm.
That doesn't fit.
Swords and sandals is not for me.
My science fiction and fantasy and my TV watching, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, that doesn't overlap. Star Wars does. Future stuff does. Miss me with the ring chasers.
Yeah, I agree.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez, Tom Brady, like anyone chasing a ring, like I'm not into it.
Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm into all of those except for Karl Malone.
Hey, what's up with your Lakers last night?
Hey, 3 in a row.
I mean, what's up?
They're not the story.
They're not?
No, the story are the New Jersey Nets. Nobody wants to talk about them boys.
They ain't the story.
Had
They
their
are.
best-
They are. The
Had-
problem is Kyrie's not doing wild stuff and nobody wants to talk about it, and they're winning.
Maybe that part is wild, though.
Maybe he like figured it out. He's like, wait, this shut up and dribble thing?
Oh, God.
Yo.
So sweet.
What is
December was the best month in the history of the Brooklyn Nets franchise
What?
It
by
was.
wins and losses.
It was. They
They're-
won 12 in a row. Nobody talked about it.
How many
with a new coach after Steve Nash got let go?
How many protesters were courtside? That's why I didn't make this show.
Thank
Fair.
you. Any show.
Duh.
Any show. What? They're just playing basketball? I don't want to talk about that.
No, that's
They're winning?
no. You put together all these super talented guys, and they all just focused on one goal together. Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Once somebody tells Kyrie that there's not a Speaker of the House right now, he might start getting lippy again.
Gonna nominate himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, somebody needs to whisper or slide him a note or something.
He's gonna call Lauren Boebert, and she's gonna be like, "I nominate from the 5th District of New Jersey, Kyrie Irving." I couldn't think of what his number was, so I said 5th.
It's 11.
Have you heard his 11 story?
That's the only reason why I know his number is 11.
Whenever we get back, Kyrie Irving's 11 story. Also, we're only until 6 today. I want to be very clear with that. We're going to really pack a lot of jokes in there.
We're coming in hot. We're going to end hot.
The Lady Lobos play tonight. They are you ready for this, boys? At Wyoming, according to my production notes. And if they're not, that's because these notes are wrong. I didn't look it up. Sorry. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, traffic right now, we're still dealing with that crash northbound on Unser. That's as you approach Bob Buchanan Parkway. It is causing slowdowns. You're going to want to be really careful going through there right now. Elsewhere, I-25 and I-40, they're both moving up to speed. We do see some slowdowns westbound right now on Paseo, right over the river. Watch out for that. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That's looking good in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Dak Prescott, his record when he's asked to throw 35 times or more is 16-24. When Patrick Mahomes is asked to throw 35 times or more, he's 43-15. They're playing the same position. They're not the same kind of player.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 800-730-8405 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check. As easy as, that's 800-730-8405.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghhelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The NFL is on the air tonight. And be back here tomorrow morning to Armchair Quarterback with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Program Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. As always, we start our days at the YMCA, and we do lunch at the 66 Diner. Mondays, that's for the boys at Howie's Sports Page. And the weekend, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Teller Vodka is going to be our main Super Bowl sponsor. Can't wait to rep them out in the PHX.
Oh, yeah.
For the Super Bowl. Going to have a blast with it. We'll give you guys more info as it comes along. You want to hear these crazy Kyrie coincidences? Coincidences.
Let it loose. Let me hear them.
Okay. Kyrie was okay, by the way, these are all the coincidences why Kyrie chose number 11. If you weren't listening before the break, Kyrie was born at 111. Okay, this is where it starts.
Gotcha.
Right when he was born. His father, and dope name here, you might want to squeeze this into one of your acts.
Good thing
Drederick.
Hey, good thing you said axe.
Drederick. His father, Drederick, wore number 11. There are 11 letters in his full name. And if you're wondering why he's such a flat earth conspiracy theorist, then all of this stuff is going to add up. This is some very X-Files stuff going on right here. There's 11 letters in his full name. K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. He only played 11 games for the Duke Blue Devils.
What?
Before he got injured. He was pick 1, round 1 of the 2011 draft.
Mm-hmm.
He scored his 11,000th career point on March 11th. The universe is setting him up for failure. No wonder he's a flat earther anti-vaxxer with all this weird 11 stuff.
How tall are the ceilings in his house?
11 feet, 11 inches.
How long are his golf clubs?
Okay, I doubt that's going to be the answer.
I was just trying. I was just looking for.
That doesn't make any sense. He would be like,
hold on, you just put all that out there, and then you said to me, well, Fred, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you can't swing 11-inch golf clubs.
You can't. Kyrie could.
Not with that attitude. Yeah. Isn't that insane? No wonder he's a weirdo conspiracy theorist. It all adds up.
Yeah, it lines up. I was trying to figure out, because I know he didn't wear that with Cleveland, but I see why now. I forgot Ilgaskis wore that number.
Are we
not 6, man? 7.
Did he wear number
7 little chipmunks sitting on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch? You know the rhyme.
Are you making a 7-11 joke? Because I was going to make a 9-11 joke,
Okay,
so I
go
wanted
ahead.
to know which way we were going here.
Let it rip.
No, there's no reason. He's crazy.
Yeah.
See, look at
Good
y'all.
at basketball.
Look at y'all. Y'all are doing exactly what I said y'all were gonna do. Haven't talked about the 12-game winning streak one time.
Hey, he's pissed it wasn't snapped at 11.
Him.
Yeah.
He
Super
probably tried to throw that game too.
Damn it. Now we got to go to 111.
Kyrie,
22.
Kyrie, I can't believe you only had 11 points tonight in our 12th win. He was like, "Oh, you can't? Do you even know me?" All right, guys, we got to rush out of here after the game. We got to catch the airplane. It's a cross-country trip or whatever. What's the flight number? It's whatever. Okay, cool. I'll meet you there. I have to stop at 7-Eleven, and I can't walk in until 11:11 on the clock, so I can spend exactly $11 on scratch-offs. There's other stuff like that.
100%.
100%.
He does this.
Oh yeah.
111.
The whole rest of his life.
Yeah. No doubt.
Everything has to be like this now.
No doubt. Yep.
You're going to curse himself.
You know how people are donating like whatever and 3 to the DeMar Hamlin thing? That's his thing.
$11,011.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You look at his iPhone, the place where you touch where the 1 is on his screen opener, because you know what his passcode is to his phone.
Of course. 1111.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah, because if you dig deep enough, you could find it anywhere.
Yeah. Kyrie, how was the first 111 minutes of Avatar?
Hey,
I know you walked out.
That's a good one. You can kind of find that stuff anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I think so. You dig deep enough. But this is pretty spooky, though.
Boys.
That's a lot of them.
Boys.
Okay.
Be cool. I'm about to do something, though.
Okay.
If you're on the live stream, MANFREDSLOW.
See? You know what that means?
I'm
Kindred spirits.
I am Kyrie Irving.
You are Kyrie Irving.
That is 11 letters in my first legal name and my last legal name, Manfred Slow.
Do you have a middle name?
I have multiple.
Hey, doesn't matter.
Okay. How many are in your middle name?
Doesn't matter.
You got 11 more?
Guys,
okay.
Go to break. I'm leaving the building.
I told you. I told you if you do it.
This is unacceptable.
You're going to be on some Rain Man stuff now. You're tapping your toes at 82, 82, 82.
What is that?
246 toothpicks, yeah.
I just did Buck D. Gibson.
Did you?
And it's 11.
It
is.
I'm nowhere close, by the way. I get to skip out on all this energy.
Because Robert didn't work. So
No, Robert didn't work. That's why I didn't do Fred.
You can find this anywhere. This is the stuff that I used to pull.
This is real.
I said I used to, but I used to set my alarm on my phone at like 11:09, and then I would just text chicks at like 11:11 and be like, you know what? This is true love.
Make a wish.
I'm not trying to
wish you would come over.
That works a lot here in New Mexico.
Duh. Everyone here knows.
Make a Wish Foundation?
We didn't mention this. I need to mention this. Uncoincidentally, we will all agree, unequivocally, hands down, the Jordan 11 is the best Jordan.
Disagree.
I gotta disagree.
Jordan
too.
3 is not only the best Jordan, it's one of the best shoes ever created.
Yeah, give me the Jordan 3.
The Jordan 11.
I got 11 ranked.
But
3, 4, and 11.
The bread of Jordan 11 is nice.
And that's a lot like Fred.
Oh,
spooky.
The one they put out last year, what year is it? 2023? 2 years ago, that retro cool gray one.
Yeah, cool gray.
Oh my gosh.
Cool gray sleep.
I'm not with the cherry ones they just came out with.
It's too much.
Well, it's just if you have a bigger foot, it looks horrible.
Tell me more how you hate the Lobos.
No, it has nothing to do with the Lobo.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's why you haven't seen a Lobo in one.
No, because they all wear Kyrie.
They all wear Kyries. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Comes full circle just now.
There we go.
I'm looking at a signed schedule right to the left of me.
Yep.
Mash and House are both wearing Kyries.
Yes, they are.
Size 11.
I'm going to make David Carl David Weesey Carl of the New Mexico United call us after the break because he put in the live chat that he has breaking United news.
Ooh.
I don't know what this means.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I don't know of anything going on, but if it doesn't involve the three of us getting on that big ass scoreboard down at Isotopes Park for the season, you hang up the phone right away, Robert.
Did you see the time lapse? The Albuquerque Isotopes released the time lapse of the old sign coming down and the new one coming up today on Instagram. Looks nice.
Nice.
Looks real nice.
I have not seen that.
We're gonna have to go in person tomorrow then. Is it a nice sunny day tomorrow?
No days.
None.
Okay. Well, I can wait. I want to see it crystal clear.
The weather is commemorating January the 6th tomorrow.
Okay. It's gonna rain arrests.
Tomorrow is a retro cool gray.
Nice.
I got you.
Yeah.
Let's just call David, see what happens. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save now on appliances and more at the Truckload event at Lowe's. Get an additional 10% off all in-store clearance appliances and take home what you buy same day. Shop the Truckload event today. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Valid 1/5 through 2/8.
Well, traffic right now, we'll start with the good news. That crash northbound on Unser as you approach the Bob McCannon Parkway, that has now been cleared. Things getting back up to speed there. Still a little bit of a slowdown, but things are getting back to normal there. Appreciate the calls on the traffic tracker hotline about that. Also, more details now on that slowdown westbound on Paseo. We do have a crash right as you approach Coors, and we are seeing quite a bit of backups there, almost all the way back to Jefferson. So watch yourself going through there this afternoon. I-25 and I-40 at the moment, both moving up to speed. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Safe to say that anybody who was worried about Josh Allen and the Bills can stop worrying about Josh Allen and the Bills, because they've made it pretty clear over the past week and a half, they're better than just fine. Back in first in the AFC East, they've won 3 games away from Buffalo in a span of just 12 days, and Josh Allen is starting to look like Josh Allen once again, which is to say, putting on laser shows, slicing up defenses, and posting dubs.
The Jim Rome Show, weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of an LG wash tower with ultra-large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 29 minutes. Making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off the LG wash tower with ultra-large capacity and reduced wash time. Pricing valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. Gas Dryer Extra. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Pericos New Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Pericos has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program. Just a little UFC talk at the break there.
Yeah. It's rare.
We will today talk about Dana White because we kind of missed it all week. But we'll do that. Let's do that at 5:15, boys. Dana White talk at 5.
I could do that.
15. Right now we're talking New Mexico United because David Weesey Carl has joined us, and he is at first, before we even start, going to tell you how the Jordan 11 is the best Jordan. Welcome to the program, David.
The Jordan 11 is the best Jordan.
Come on.
Come on.
What does he know? What does he know?
I know absolutely nothing about that. I'm just trying to.
He doesn't even know which one 11 is. If you can't play soccer in it, David doesn't know what it is.
That's a really good point.
Very true.
He's like, I like the Jordan.
Like Jordan wearing the 4-5. It ain't to play games with you.
Oh, did he just drop that heat on us? Ouch.
There you go.
That's super sweet. You've been watching a lot of Ukraine videos. You got that sound down perfect.
Ouch.
David, what's going on with the United, brother?
Damn. Just hanging out. You know, it's the off season, and I think you guys know in the off season we like to roll out player signings a little bit at a time. We kind of trickle them out. We want to keep everybody having fun throughout the entire off season because the off season can kind of drag on. But tomorrow, I think we're going to probably throw all that to the wind.
Good.
And maybe for the first time ever, I think we'll announce 3 player signings in one day.
Boom.
What? On this show? You're coming on this show and doing it?
We're going to do it online tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Oh, well, we're not on then. That's not our fault. We can't. I mean, what can we do about that, boys? We're not on.
Okay.
Maybe we can try and get one of those players to come on the air.
Hey.
Is the breaking news that there's breaking news tomorrow?
The breaking news is that we're signing 3 players in one day. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm super into that.
There we
I
go.
want that. That's the thing I'm looking forward to.
Are you sure you want to do it tomorrow? What if the Black and Yellow Nation isn't a fan of it and they storm your capital?
Ooh, it is January the 6th. Are you worried about that?
Yeah.
Oh, I am going to leave that.
All right, so you're announcing.
Big fan of the Randall Cunningham jersey that Robert Buck D. Gibson's wearing today.
Hey.
That's a good one. I mean, I got my Cardinals hat on right here. No one's saying anything.
Nah.
So you're announcing.
And I'm dressed like an adult.
Do you want the Phillies fan to talk about the Cardinals?
Okay.
Good point.
His team is 1 game away from losing the number 1 seed in the NFL, and this is the shady throws. Like, I mean, okay, cool. So you're announcing a
Also
signing.
1 game away from clinching it.
Well, there's always that. There's that aspect of it as well that I missed. The United are announcing the signing of 3 players tomorrow. They're going to do that on their social media at 10 a.m. But go ahead and just tell us who they are right now, Dave.
Yeah, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo,
Pele?
Diego Maradona.
Okay.
There we go.
Mbappe.
It's going to be a pretty good.
Mbappe or nothing.
Mbappe.
I don't know these washed out losers.
To watch Mbappe come to the US period, not the USL Pro, just the country of the United States, and watch him run across every defender in the country from Maine to San Diego. I'd be like, no one touched him. No one touched him. No way.
Pele-esque American tour and just leave the country ablaze.
I'd pay a lot of money to watch that. I would love to watch that.
I would travel with it, like when people follow fish around.
Yeah. You know there's somebody that's going to travel around.
Dead tour of soccer.
Do a bunch of acid and watch soccer. Somebody's into that. That's totally not David Weesey Carl.
We are the art and sport guys.
Tomorrow at 10 a.m., make sure you're tuned in to New Mexico United social media as they'll be announcing a not one, not two, but 3 player signing. Is this because these are the 3 best players in the league and you want to make sure you paid proper homage by putting them all out at the same time to not show favoritism?
There is something that ties all 3 of these players together. It may
Eskimo
be
brothers?
where they're from.
Eskimo
Maybe
brothers?
that's helpful to you,
Hmm.
but we'll leave it there.
I'm going to need one more clue. That's
Okay.
not quite it's not enough, really.
On the live stream,
They're gonna
Christopher Walker,
Oh,
United contributor and, more importantly, super fan, wants some more hints.
we need some more hints.
More hints.
I'm not shocked that Chris Walker wants more hints. I think Chris has got all the hints he's going to get today.
Well,
sometimes it's like David Weesey Carl doesn't treat the United fans like the best fans in the USL Pro.
Mhm.
It's sometimes like he doesn't treat them the way that they deserve to be treated because the absolute best ones are here.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be treated like the best ones. But David says 10 a.m. tomorrow.
And the guilt trip did not work.
Yep, didn't work at all. Love you guys.
He's too strong.
Excited.
My boy's too strong.
To tease it here with you guys, and should be fun tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
How'd the camp go?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. We had players out there, pro players, academy players, hanging out with these kids, and kids had a great time. We had, I think, 55 kids out there for 3 days. And one thing that we didn't mention when we came on to talk about the show is every kid that participated is also going to get a free ticket to a match for later this season too, which is going to be a lot of fun.
I love that. That's the best. Can we also go to a game too? Because like Robert says he's never been, and I don't really like that.
Yeah.
Buck, you've never been to a game?
Never.
Oh my goodness. You didn't go with us once last year?
I've been every time. I was busy all the time.
Sounds like a lot of excuses.
Well, to me,
when I say busy, I mean booked.
Well, here's the thing though, like you'll want to see yourself on the big scoreboard, Robert, because the United were about to promise us to be part of their hype video on the brand new scoreboard.
That's
so
what
David,
I'm talking
what's
about.
what's your vision for that?
So anyway, another thing that's going on.
Okay,
here we
on
go.
Monday-
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're breaking up, Dave.
Going through a tunnel. On Monday, we're going to be releasing the full schedule, by the way, for the entire season. We released the home opener yesterday, the info on who we're playing and when we're playing in the home opener. That's San Diego on April 15th, but we're going to release the full schedule on Monday.
Join us at Howie's on Monday, David. You can do that in person with us. We'll be very excited for that.
Happy to come on.
Like everything about it. David Weesey Carl, you're the best, brother.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks, guys.
Good dude.
Yeah.
3 players.
The breaking news that there is breaking news tomorrow.
Yeah, but what he
and Monday.
So I actually haven't told you guys this yet. It's actually us. We're the 3
I was
players.
going to say it.
Yeah,
but
it's us.
I didn't want to, take the shine away from
we're spoiling it.
Yeah.
So I call goalie.
Well, you're an obvious fit for goalie.
I called goalie.
Robert just doesn't want to run.
No, I just want to tackle.
It's tackling is a part of running, I believe.
I'll just be the guy who gets all the penalties, red flags, and all that stuff.
Ooh, our enforcer.
Yeah, let me be that guy.
You are pretty experienced in red flags.
Let me get that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
If Robert runs out there, the fan base for the New Mexico United over at Istos Park, they're going to go, that is Mbappe.
Dontrell Moore's playing
Yeah,
soccer.
They're going to be like, D-Train, he's back.
That is too very good. That is too very funny. So we're excited for that tomorrow at 10 a.m. When we get back, let's talk about UFC a little bit. We weren't going to talk about UFC, but now let's talk about UFC a little bit because we haven't hit on this Dana White thing. You ever look at someone and you think you know exactly who they are, and then they end up being exactly who you thought they were?
Yes.
Sure.
We're about to Denny Green the crap out of Dana White. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Discover. We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Well, we're still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and Coors this afternoon. You're going to want to watch yourself going through there. I-25 southbound moving slow as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Comanche. And seeing just a little bit of a slowdown now westbound on I-40 right around Coors.
Brought to you by New Balance. New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. I'm actually doing a second minute today on U.S. soccer. And I'm doing so because this story is so mind-blowing to me. You want to talk about a soccer mom. Right when this team finally gets a little bit of respect from the American public and the rest of the world, everyone is once again pointing and laughing and mocking U.S. soccer all over again. I'm Jim Rome.
Telling it like it is.
Dak Prescott, his record when he's asked to throw
Yes, absolutely.
is 16-24. When Patrick Mahomes is asked to throw 35 times or more, he's 43-15. They're playing the same position. They're not the same kind of play.
The Herd with
Brothers Unite
on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
With a new year typically comes new resolutions, and those resolutions tend to fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Symbieta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with New Mail. Guys, New Mail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or online at newmail, that's NUMALE.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call New Mail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghhelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
In today's home mortgage market, it's important for consumers looking for a mortgage to shop around. The reason? We have just come out of the lowest rates in history, and many homeowners jumped in to take advantage, and mortgage lenders across the country were making huge profits. Today, the mortgage volume is a fraction of that, and these mortgage companies are in a panic with profits falling off the cliff. So what are they doing? They're charging borrowers interest rates and fees much higher than they deserve. That's because the higher rate and higher fees, the more profit. In other words, the lenders are maximizing profits on the backs of consumers. They are counting on borrowers not shopping that mortgage around. Indigo Mortgage will always try to get the borrower the lowest rate with the lowest fees, and we have saved homeowners many thousands of dollars over the years. So shop and shop local with your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, 836-5700, or on the net at indigomortgage.net, NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
There's only one Rome, and there's only one home for Rome.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Okay. Let me clear my throat, boys. I'm like DJ Cool. All right, we're back at it. So brought by Modelo. Okay, that's who's bringing this. I can't even start the joke.
What?
Okay.
I was going to say this Dana White fight brought to you by Modelo because that's how they do it. Okay. So Dana White and his wife are at a club. All right. And then Dana White's got like some fans, I guess, or I don't know, paparazzi. I'm not sure what's going on here. But they get a video. This would have been like, I guess, Sunday night. A video of Dana White. And I don't know Dana White's wife's name, so I apologize. But she slaps Dana White.
Be Ann
White. And then he just kind of like just releases on her.
Scold a pretty good one.
Ugh.
I usually don't pay attention to stuff like this. I don't like to give it attention, but since we're covering it, I watched it.
I just watched it.
He's like trying to hold her back because he knows a slap's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a slapper.
Yeah. And luckily for the both of them, neither were that hard or a direct hit.
Well, if I was going to say which one was better, I'd say hers. Quick, straight to the point.
Is this what we do here?
Out of nowhere.
I'd give it probably a 7.5. Dana, probably 6.2.
Well, the only reason why I'm doing it is because Dana White has, it's called a Power Slap series coming up. And they had kind of postponed it after all this.
So you're saying he's not going to qualify for his own competition?
No. It's a power slapping league.
How would you introduce him? From Las Vegas, Nevada, pound for pound, the best domestic abuser in the world.
No, I wouldn't say that.
What
I would say coming in at a trough full of mashed potatoes, weighing in at that. He catches more slaps than anyone in this tournament because you know he does based off of that video.
You remember when he signed Greg Harding and we were like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, they're the same person.
Same dude.
Okay,
Thank you.
Cool. Got it.
I understand him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Is this the least surprising news?
Oh, God, right?
No, not at all.
Of behavior for a sports adjacent figure. Dana White slaps his wife. Like, duh.
He a human cockroach.
He said Barack Obama slaps Michelle at Cabo San Lucas nightclub. I'd be like, he did what?
No.
The outrage. No way. I can't believe it.
I would have told you to read the rest of the story of where Barack is in a coma.
Dana White, though, you didn't even blink when you heard it.
No.
Like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
Nobody really talked about it. Because like you said, listen, dude, it's him.
Yeah. Did you see the apology?
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm sorry somebody filmed this.
And he looked like he was drunk in the apology. Or maybe he was still comatose.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys, that this was caught on camera.
He was still in concussion protocol.
I used to be batting 1,000, slapping my wife off camera. You had to get me this one.
He's always kind of been that guy who was like, there's never an excuse to lay your hands on a lady. Also, that's super.
Until she starts being a B word in front of my friends.
Bro, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Is that like verbatim? It's got to be close.
Look, he says, there's never an excuse for a guy to put his hands on a woman.
Oh, told you.
It's a quote. Exactly what he said.
The more dirtbag version of that sentence is female.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Female. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not buying a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem with fight culture. It's a weird culture. It is not a warm culture. It is not an inviting culture. You know what it is? I just lied. It's warm and inviting to weird crap.
Yeah.
They accept all the cast-offs.
Hand in hand.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot that thrive in that.
It's great. And
he's obviously one of them.
Oh, obviously. But the thing about the thing is, every time this thing happens, which, by the way, it's like an Onion article, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time this thing happens, they say, first time it ever happened.
Sure.
What?
That's literally what his wife says.
Oh, of course.
From Ann, telling TMZ Sports, Dana and I have been married for almost 30 years. To say this is out of character for him is an understatement. Okay, sure.
No,
she goes on to say,
though. She's telling the truth. They do this privately.
Yes, exactly. And then it goes on to say, nothing like this has ever happened before.
Tell me, she goes on to say something, respect our privacy.
Yes, that's exactly what was said.
100%.
I just hope
that's
people,
the closer.
Yeah, I just hope people will respect our privacy.
So stupid.
Yeah, so we can fight in private. Get out of our privacy.
Exactly.
To the claim that Ann said nothing like this has ever happened before, our experts have determined that was a lie.
That was a lie from the live chat.
Oh no, Maury KV. That's what she takes off running.
Yep.
Nose dives in the backstage.
There's more. Do they still make Maury, or is Maury over?
No clue.
That's a good question.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I bet they have a no cell phone rule. I bet you can't record that hysteria. They want it all on their things or whatever. Like, you can't.
Yeah. True.
From the live chat, friend of the show, DJ says, not even once. Yeah, I agree completely. Not even once.
Not even once.
Boys, do you know how many people I've ever hit in my life? I didn't say women. I didn't say men. Do you know how many people? 0. You can get through life without hitting people.
I'm gonna assume that me and Robert are significantly more than that.
Your
like
life.
Like a bunch more.
Yeah.
Not a lot though.
No,
not like I was in the Roadhouse remake.
I got some.
I've been in some scuffles.
I got some under my belt.
I've been in a kerfuffle.
But it wasn't just me out there just
I've been in a dust up.
Taking my shirt off. Come on.
Hold my chain. Fred, get my cell phone. Oh, I don't want to.
Come on.
From the live chat. This is so stupid. Our live chat's so funny. Probably hurt or worse to say that. Oh gosh. Oh, I tell you what. Vegas is fun to visit. If you choose to live a life in Las Vegas, Raiders,
yeah.
You are a loser.
That whole city vibe is just
It's for people that don't know what is cool, but they think they do, and they pretend that it is.
What is the stuff that Venom's made of? You know, that Marvel character, symbiote, whatever that stuff is. That's what I feel like people who stay in Vegas that long. It just comes from the toes up, and
like
then
a symbiote.
Yeah, you're just covered in it after a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And there's like the amount of time is literally like it's crawling up your body and infesting it.
Yeah, and it just takes over.
Like whenever Neo puts his finger in the mirror,
that right
and
there,
and it hits, and you're like, okay, I'm still
me.
Mr. Anderson.
I'm still me. Yeah.
What was his name? Whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then it's in his mouth, and then the camera goes in his mouth, and you're like, he's blue pill.
Yep.
Red. I don't remember which pill was what.
Red pill, you go all the way.
They just call it Vegas.
What happens there stays with you forever.
But see,
don't act like it doesn't.
And I was watching, other stuff, and everybody's, if it was anybody else, but it's like it's not. It's him. He knows this. He knows he can just do this feeble apology, and it's just whatever. It's Dana White.
The three of us go to Howie's every Monday.
Right.
We drink a couple drinks.
Right.
We're good. If the three of us go to get sloushed, not in public.
No.
You go to like a club. You go to like something private. You go to like not in public.
Your house.
This is what happens. Some dumb stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
He caught his wife like illegally streaming UFC. And then he got her fight.
Yo.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Is that what it is? Babe, quit saying Jose Aldo's better than Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Stop it.
Well, I, for one, am not shocked.
Duh.
No,
all the duh.
I know what it is.
Oh, give it to me.
If Jake Paul was in the UFC, he'd have 4 belts. Oh, that's what she said.
If this is what happens in public, what is behind their closed doors?
Yeah, that's why they want privacy, so you don't see this anymore.
Yeah, those punches, slaps, whatever you want to call them, came super quick.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Not just because he's a fighter and she telegraphed her slap.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He's literally holding her hand back. Like, babe, I know you're going to slap me again. Please don't slap me again.
Yeah.
Especially when we're drunk in Mexico and everyone has their cell phones out. Now's not the time.
The exact opposite of that, though, which, by the way, I think you're very correct. I think you're insanely correct in your assertion. Could I do this one and go, well, she was trying to get away and he was holding her hand, and that's what started this whole thing because he wouldn't let her leave? Because you can have that both ways, right? Like, whatever narrative you want to throw.
Yeah.
Hey, and if I accidentally said that his wife is a saint, that was a lie. Did not mean to say that. Domestic violence is a two-way street. Don't hit each other, everyone. Everyone who is like, hey, you know what? I think we'll fix this. Hitting, it won't. Don't matter what it is. It won't help. It won't fix it. So stupid.
Nails. I mean, that helps.
If you hit nails.
Keep hitting them. Yeah, they'll go into the wood.
I mean, it depends on the wood, I guess, and the nail. Just.
Yeah. If you want to keep your job in baseball.
Then what?
Keep hitting. Just keep hitting.
If you want to keep your job in pop radio. Keep getting hits.
Keep getting all the hits. Mm-hmm.
Pop. I like that.
A relationship?
Pop.
A relationship, though?
No.
Nah, you don't do that.
No.
No.
So stupid. Today's I-9 Varsity, when we get back, is the I-9 Varsity of Childhood Toys, boys.
Let's go.
Tuning on live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinion Coffee. Play on Team I-9. Starter days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. We go to lunch, boys, over the 6-6 Diner. Everyone knows about that. That's not even up for question. The weekend, of course, is for New Mexico's Vodka, Teller Vodka. And this Monday night, we will be at Howie's Sports Page watching the Natty Champy game. That's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out with your boys as Kirby Smart puts it on. I think we're on till 7. I'll have to double check that. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, traffic right now, we're seeing quite a bit of slowdowns at the moment. Southbound on I-25, those are going to start as you approach Osuna and last almost all the way to the interchange. So watch yourself going through there this afternoon. Still quite a bit of congestion westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and Coors. And speaking of Coors, southbound Coors, as you approach Montano, we're dealing with some slowdowns there as well.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. It would be awesome to roll out of the rack to some good news to start this day. We need some good news, and frankly, that's exactly what we have. The Buffalo Bills tweeted the following earlier this morning. Per the physicals caring for Damar Hamlin at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, Damar has shown remarkable improvement over the past 24 hours. While still critically ill, he has demonstrated that he appears to be neurologically intact. His lungs continue to heal, and he is making steady progress. We are grateful for the love and support we have received. End of tweet. Equally incredible is this tweet from Ian Rappaport. Damar Hamlin opened his eyes last night and is responsive. He also went on to tweet that he is gripping people's hands. Absolutely the sort of good news that we all needed to hear today.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
Nothing beats homemade because with every ingredient, there is authenticity, handcrafted to make you savor every single bite. And there is no better place to enjoy that than Frontier, because Frontier has been perfecting their New Mexican-style homemade dishes for more than 50 years. From their delicious green chili stew and pozole to their famous breakfast burritos created from the best homemade flour tortillas. And most importantly, their notorious Frontier sweet rolls. Frontier is a proud supporter of our UNM Lobos.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque.
The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station,
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
We got some changes coming up for the program. Pretty significant stuff, really.
Sure.
We haven't talked off air about an announce date or anything, but we will announce some pretty significant changes. All right, I'm kind of looking at boys on the Monday the 16th. So that's when we're going to go. That's when we'll go public. We got some cool changes coming up to the program. And I think part of those changes should be on those rejoins.
We got to clean out this.
We got to do some stuff here.
Yeah, yeah.
The production value.
Hey, new year, new us. Am I right?
That's what I'm saying. Robert's in there. It should feel like Robert's in there.
It's an excellent point.
That's
very, very true.
Get some Technique 1200s in there, a little crossfader.
You worried about your tweeter? You got to get your tweeters right?
We don't care about tweeters.
We don't care about tweeters, okay?
The base. What are you talking about? Subs.
From the live chat.
Thank you, Megan Trainor.
Nice. From the live chat, 3 Men On.
You know it's coming.
I don't like it.
Y'all
know it's coming.
Y'all
That's called bases loaded.
Y'all gonna get all the flack.
We have been.
I know.
Since you went daily. That's the first thing out of everyone's mouth. Why isn't it 3 Men On now?
So the black guy's not a man. All the flack.
From the live chat, if during today's I-9 varsity Van doesn't mention his He-Man collection, his mother will be very upset.
Oh, my.
True.
Yeah, I would have bullied the hell out of you.
Those are dolls.
I would have beat him up for those.
We're talking about dolls.
No.
Well, first off, I was Team Skeletor, by the way.
Did you? Okay, I don't want to get too deep.
Today's I-9 varsity, contact I-9 Sports, League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Youth programs, flag football, soccer clinics, a lot of cool stuff coming up in the instructional world. Locations all over the city. It's a one-day program. You practice on Saturday mornings, you play on Saturday mornings, and that is the entire commitment from you throughout the week. Also, if you volunteer to coach, there's a discount for your participant. Okay. Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of childhood toys.
Mm-hmm.
Who would like to go first?
I'd like to go first.
Of course.
All right.
You're a man.
So this toy, it's not about the toy. It was about the technology of the toy.
Okay.
Teddy Ruxpin.
You love Teddy Ruxpin.
I did, and I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
Because you could make him rap.
Nope. What?
Yes.
Well, you could put a tape in the back of him, and he
Yes.
would rap. His mouth would move like he was rapping. The first rap tape I put in Teddy Ruxpin was, I believe it was LL Cool J's I'm Bad.
That's genius.
So,
I better go first as well.
Go ahead.
Because I have the exact same answer from their rival company. Cooler the talking pound puppy.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
The exact same thing. It's probably like 4 or 5 years ahead of you.
Yep.
So it's the exact same thing as Teddy Ruxpin. You like squeeze his hand and he'll say something. You could squeeze his belly and say something.
Mm-hmm.
Or you put a tape in his back.
Yeah.
And he will sing whatever tape you're playing. Also, there were pre-recorded conversations you could have with the dog. Very weird. Like he would ask questions and leave a space for your answer and then be like, "Oh, that's cool, dude." It's terrifying. It's one of the reasons I'm so weird.
Over your bedroom door basketball hoop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Over your bedroom door basketball hoop.
Good start.
Was my favorite childhood toy.
Okay. Yeah, see, I would have bullied you too.
Oh yeah.
You know why? You know what our over the door basketball hoop was?
What's that?
A pulled out hanger.
Oh, that is very poor.
Yeah.
Hanger with a balled up sock.
Now, balled up piece of newspaper with masking tape around it.
Oh, see. Oh, see, that was
So,
what we're thinking right there.
I had the foam ball.
That was poor and smart though.
That was super smart.
Yeah.
So give me that. Give me over the bedroom door hangy basketball hoop. And I'm not even exaggerating, boys. Hours and hours and days and weeks of lost time to trick shots. Me and my brother, I could hit every shot in the room. Every shot.
Same exact situation.
Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. Mine is going to be the very classic Nintendo Entertainment System.
Strong.
Yeah, it's very good.
The very first one. Oh,
1983.
88.
All right. That's a little down the road. That Super Nintendo came out in 92. So you would have been a little behind on that one.
No. The first Nintendo, just the gray one where you had to blow your cartridges and slam them on the edge if it didn't work. That was 88, I believe. 88, 89.
Debuted in the US in 86. So I was also wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
That right there.
Christmas
the
at
best.
85 was the first one, I believe.
The best. I was still Atarian by then. But
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it.
I was
all the games.
I was using sidewalk chalk outside. That's what I was doing.
Eating Play-Doh.
Not to anger my mother.
Yes.
Next on my I-9 varsity of childhood toys, I better say my He-Man collection. I had every single character.
Oh,
I had Skeletor's Cave.
Stupid.
I hate you.
I had like
Robert's so jealous.
For real.
like ligers that they rode on.
Oh,
It's been a long time. He-Man does not hold up. The Dolph Lundgren movie,
oh, that was horrible.
pretty cool though.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's cool with how bad it is.
There was no blood in it because the studio at the time would not allow that.
Yeah.
And also, instead of it being about like He-Man or Grayskull at all, it was about a flute. The movie was about a magical flute.
Which was also in the show.
Also, alongside you, Van, I also...
Side note.
Yeah.
Let me get another He-Man side note here.
Okay, weird.
I remember going to watch the He-Man movie in theaters. My aunt took me, and they flipped the reels. So the wrong movie started playing.
Oh, no.
And it was the R-rated 1987 Mark Harmon-driven masterpiece Summer School, where the first scene, the stoners are smoking weed and talking about boobs. I was like maybe 7 years old. I wanted to see the He-Man movie. And what's weed? What's weed, Auntie? They messed up pretty bad. So a room full of kids thought they were watching a children's movie, saw two high school stoners talking about weed and boobs.
What's the name of this movie?
Summer School.
I'm going to miss that one.
Kirstie Alley.
Wiffle ball bat. is on
Directed
my
by
list.
Carl Reiner. Your dude, Carl Reiner.
Lives in the shadow of his past success. Wiffle ball
That's a great one.
is on my list.
Very good.
My wiffle ball set as a kid was played out. We went through so many balls wiffling.
One new in a summer.
Oh, man, it might have been more.
Yeah.
Because our problem is,
Depending on how much you played.
and we were close to the street. And once you scuff them so bad,
Yeah.
So wiffle ball for me and the neighborhood kids, and also house rules, obviously. So you could do many interpretations of the game of wiffle ball. I played just as much wiffle ball as I played back of the door hanging basketball hoop in your bedroom. Wiffle ball on the list.
Man. Okay, mine, I was older, but I love this just because I kind of remixed this toy. The Fisher-Price See and Say. That was the first toy that I was able to act like I was a DJ, and it would say, the pig goes oink, but if you
God, that's so
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah. Now, see, you don't know nothing about this, Fred. You pull that string, and the pig says, I loved it.
Bring an answer from the live chat. The pogo ball. Here's the pogo ball.
The ball with the sphere around
the
that you
sphere
can
looked
stand
like
on.
Saturn.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That was awesome.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Not going to make my list, but that's a good one.
Underrated.
Legit forgot about
That's
that.
underrated.
I'll take a broomstick and a handful of rocks. And let me tell you why.
Jeez.
I love playing baseball, and I would ruin too many wiffle bats hitting small objects, trying to fine-tune my swing as a child. So I go into the alley, and I would hit pebbles with a broomstick to work on my hand-eye coordination.
Are you just trying to
So
outpour Robert?
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
No fancy. No, this is ingenuity. We weren't poor at that point. Yeah, this is just ingenuity. I tried to work on my hand-eye coordination. I wanted to be a baller, and that's what it took. Stick and pebbles. I hit so many pebbles out into this empty lot right behind our house when I was a kid.
Your answer was not as good as my answer, which is Huffy Bicycle.
You're a Huffy guy?
I was a Huffy guy as a kid. Me and the neighborhood kids.
Huffy was the one.
We would get lost in neighborhoods that we didn't know existed. Because we literally grew up on the other side of the tracks. So when we would cross the tracks, we go down to the corner store, we go to the park. That bicycle went off sweet jumps. Also, me and my brother in middle school, that was our hustle, was fixing flat tires for the neighbor kids in exchange for sodas.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Baseball cards?
Duh.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a little tackle box that my father had gotten us with little rubber strips, which were just old cut up inner tubes and rubber cement. And we would fix flat tires in exchange for candies. And we were on cloud 9.
And did you hoard all the candy and Cokes and then sell them at school?
There's an interesting story to
straight for consumption.
So not that,
okay.
But what's the name of the little game? Pokemon trading cards? Yeah. So like Magic the Gathering trading cards.
Mm-hmm.
So in the neighborhood, kids would be like Pogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that stuff we would trade.
Me and a group of friends were straight up Pog hustlers.
Same.
Like we had a Pog mafia.
I think I've told you this.
Like we beat up our competition. Like we would hustle people.
Yeah.
It was at a Pog mafia.
It was gangster what we were doing to the Carlsbad community. Hustling the Pog world.
The quickest version of this story is me and my brother had the Pog maker where you would stamp Pogs.
Your own. Yeah.
So you get blank Pogs and you can put like a picture of you or your family or whatever on and stamp it.
What you did was
we had the neighbor kids bring their porno magazines.
Oh,
so we would take
smut mags.
Their smut mags.
Yeah, sure.
And we would make Pogs for them from the magazines that they submitted to us. And then we would keep the magazines.
How long did that racket last before some angry parent went to your parents? Because the first time
Not
kids
the summer.
Caught,
we didn't make it the summer.
You didn't make it through the summer.
No, we got caught early.
Some kid got caught and like immediately ratted you out
with some nudie.
That's how
Pogs.
kids are.
That's how we live.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good I-9 varsity boys.
Very good.
Whenever we get
I
back,
was a mongoose guy myself.
Oh, see, now he went from poor to rich.
He's super
Mongoose
rich.
Was
you had a dino.
It's all in the name.
You have a
really.
dino?
What's a dino?
Oh, I swear to God, dude. You're making me so mad.
DYNO.
Okay, I'm looking that up.
Huffy bicycles.
Huffy was the one.
They were super cool.
You just like pedaled in reverse. That's brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brakes.
And I'm like, they're like, your rims are different. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Who cares? I can go.
Ooh, dino bikes. Okay. Yeah. There's no way. I would have to do chores for a year to afford one of those.
Same thing with a mongoose.
Nah, it's just
No, mongoose were top of the line.
You got an allowance?
I think there's median. They're middle of the road.
Mongoose?
No,
No,
those
that's
things
like
are
a
expensive.
Cadillac.
For
dude.
me, like Mongoose versus Huffy was
There's-
like those are the
No, there was no.
It was
and
like this.
Schwinn was
Schwinn was right underneath.
Schwinn.
yeah, Schwinn was underneath. That's your entry level. Then
Yeah.
Huffy and Mongoose.
I thought Huffy was entry level.
Huffy.
Really? I thought Schwinn was
I
entry
thought
level.
Huffy was like Walmart.
Huffy was just
I thought
the bare minimum of a bike.
Huffy and Mongoose were in the middle, battling like Biggie and Pac. And Dino, like that's the top shelf. That's the caviar. That's a Cadillac. That's the Teller vodka.
I've not ridden a bike since I was a kid.
That was a big thing in when I was a kid.
That
What
was
kind of bike you had?
The biggest.
What bike did they ride in Rad?
What is Rad?
It wasn't a Huffy.
Let's see.
The first bike to me was the ET one. Dog. The bike from ET is a Kawara bike and it's $800.
What?
Do you see their house? Of course they had $800 bikes. Those
Oh,
weren't
wow.
the kids from ET weren't real kids.
Elliot's bike was
That's like
$800.
the kids from Full House. The kids from Full House had trust funds. They didn't have any problems.
That house didn't make sense. There were so many levels to it.
Yeah.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, we continue dealing with slowdowns this afternoon southbound on I-25. Those start around Osuna. They're going to last until the interchange. Watch yourself going through there. Westbound on Paseo right now, Jefferson to Coors. That's moving slow also. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe looks good in both directions. South of the city, Albuquerque to Los Lunas. Don't see any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Safe to say that anybody who was worried about Josh Allen and the Bills can stop worrying about Josh Allen and the Bills, because they've made it pretty clear over the past week and a half, they're better than just fine. Back in first in the AFC East, they've won 3 games away from Buffalo in a span of just 12 days, and Josh Allen is starting to look like Josh Allen once again, which is to say, putting on laser shows, slicing up defenses, and posting dubs.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career in just months. Already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-715-5447. That's 1-800-715-5447. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-715-5447. That's 1-800-715-5447.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
You make a lot of New Year's resolutions, but how about making one you can actually keep? It's Jeff Symbieta. Make the resolution to keep your car looking brand new with a Pro Choice detail from On the Spot Automotive Detailing. On the Spot is the pro's choice. They come to you at your convenience, detail your vehicle inside, outside, under the hood, and when they're done, it will look like the day you took it off the lot. You can even set up monthly maintenance for a lower price. Call On the Spot Automotive Detailing at 505-859-2859 or otsdetailing.com.
Okay, it's the second best way to wake up. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I'm jumping the microphone every time, and I am sorry. I'm a professional.
I've never heard you do that, ever.
I've done it a bunch of times today. Also, I got
bunch is twice.
Well, I got a lot going on my cell phone too. So I feel like between breaks, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm never like that, you know? All right, so we're back.
Gotcha.
The NFL will not resume the Bills-Bengals game that was suspended Monday night after Buffalo safety Damar Hamlin collapsed and went into cardiac arrest on the field, says the Associated Press.
Ooh.
That's interesting to me.
What will be the backlash of this?
What do you just give them both ties?
32-game playoff. Duh. What else would it be? 32-team playoff.
That means I got to watch the Raiders again? Nope.
Let's go, Raiders.
I'm good.
Van, hey, you didn't see it, Robert, because you're on the other side of the glass. Van just started moving out his shoulder so he could go play quarterback for the Colts. Van started stretching out the shoulder.
I got a way stronger elbow than Matt Ryan.
Oh, gosh.
By the way, we were talking about the Gladiators earlier.
Yeah.
They didn't need to sign a backup. They got one perfectly good van sitting right here.
All right, so you didn't quite build that properly for the audience that didn't hear that conversation. We were talking about Nate Davis and how he will have to go up against former Gladiators quarterback Ramon Atkins, who took over for Nate Davis when he took the knee injury because he signed with Tucson, and how jazzed you were for the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Gladiators just signed another quarterback. And that's what you're talking about, how you feel you should be the fill-in quarterback for the indoor contending possible future champion Gladiators. You think you're good enough
to be the backup? Yes.
Okay, I like that.
As long as Nate stays healthy.
As long as you don't take a snap.
As long as they don't have to play ever.
Yeah.
And just practice and throw the ball around.
You walk in and sit down.
I'm your guy.
You sit down with Fred Griggs, the head coach of the Gladiators, for like an interview.
Yeah.
And it's just you just doing like pantomiming, holding a clipboard and all the cool ways you can do it.
Yeah. Can I smoke in here?
Okay, Lynn Dawson.
It's you slamming an iPad on the ground. I don't know what the play is, though. If you're not resuming the games,
you just give them a tie. Unfortunately,
no,
you can't because
you
can't do it. Mess up winning percent.
Yep, you can't give.
You just have to do nothing,
and it hurts the Bills. The Bills win; they're the number one seed.
The decision will be made tomorrow, so that will be announced tomorrow.
That means it's already made. They're saying going to tell us.
The belief is it will be winning percent, Van.
Would the NFL like to call in like DWC and let us know that there will be breaking news tomorrow?
If it goes with winning percent, and if the Kansas City Chiefs of Missouri beat the Los Angeles and Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas,
that's unfair. They get 2 bye weeks.
They're the number one seed.
They will be the number one seed.
Correct. But if Buffalo was able to play that game and beat Cincinnati, which I predicted that they would do, and they would be the number one seed over the tiebreak.
Yeah, the crazy thing about it is the Chiefs will be the number one seed because they played one more game.
Mm-hmm. And their winning percentage is just a tick better, even though they lost to the Bills.
Now, the Steelers must beat Cleveland on Sunday, because they have the shot at the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they need Miami to lose.
And they have to win.
They would need New England to lose, too.
Correct. New England and Miami loses.
Oh, my
Pittsburgh
gosh.
wins. Pittsburgh sneaks in with their 3-headed monster quarterback.
This is crazy.
Mason Rudolph is their best option at quarterback. I'm sorry to break it to you.
I think it's Miles Jack.
Miles Jack?
Yeah, why not?
Or TJ Watt?
Yeah. What's up with that?
We just had a caller, Steve.
Yeah, how's he?
Steve's great.
Good.
He didn't want to get on air,
well,
but he was just re-verifying, basically reiterating It's a no contest.
It's a no contest.
They would just go off of the percentage, the winning percentage.
So Buffalo's 2, Cincinnati's 3. Locked in.
Now, we need to be those guys real quick.
You going to talk fantasy?
I am.
I'm good. I already won.
What's Vegas doing here? Just refunding everyone, right?
Vegas is handing out a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just get your bets back.
Like all of the Bills futures, all of the Bengals futures, everything from that game, everything from daily fantasy,
That's
everything
crazy.
from weekly fantasy.
I didn't even think about futures.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money they had to give back.
Hey, but knowing these degenerates, just going to go right back in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave it in the account. Put it on the Raiders next year.
Excuse me, sir. I would like to let it ride.
Put it on the Raiders.
So you can't just let it ride on a sports bet. What does that mean?
I mean, it's a refund.
Yeah, yes. Did you say refund or let it ride?
Because that's not a thing. You have to pick another bet.
The logistics were just too much, right?
So now I could email my fantasy leagues and let them know who actually won the league. So that's good. At least we got some closure on that.
Whenever you say email the fantasy league, you mean just tell me who I owe $100?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Delzer. Shout out to Delzer. If you know Delzer, text him, tell him congratulations.
I only know him because I give him $100 every year.
Correct.
Also, this is an interesting fan theory. Okay.
Okay.
Ping pong balls.
Mm.
You weight them, you spin them, you draw them. So if you have what? 10? Favored basically to the Bills 70% probably.
Okay.
7 blue ones, 3 orange ones. Spin, spin, spin. Picky boy.
If they agree to that, I would be super into it.
I would watch.
That'd be my favorite sporting event of the year.
I'd watch every second of that broadcast. But the real problem, all right, would you do it 2 out of 3? Because I really want to build suspense on this thing.
Oh.
It's not one and done. Because what I want to see, and also you get some really cool alumni of both teams. So you get Terrell Owens and you get Chad Ochocinco. And they're the guys drawing them.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to watch their fabulous reaction. Like whenever you see like Robert see Magic in person.
Of all the Bills, you're going with Terrell Owens?
You going to go Cole Beasley again, your doppelganger?
Andre Reed, maybe?
We can't get OJ.
Thurman?
OJ.
Why not OJ?
I just need animated reaction.
Yeah.
The jury of his peers found him innocent. Okay, so let's listen to the jury of his
I
peers.
saw the playing field. OJ never had peers.
No.
Also, this makes the playoffs a little Mickey Mouse. I like that too. I super like that. Also,
yeah, I like that. So like 70% Buffalo, 30%
Cincy, and then that's
but
what gets
you
the
don't
dub.
you don't just go out of 10 balls. You go out of like 1,000 balls.
Yeah, I agree.
And like first person to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then at the other end, and hear me out.
You got to add suspense, like make it worth like a half-hour block of viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you get a baby buffalo at one end.
Yeah,
and then you get a baby tiger or baby Bengal. Okay, and then they have to run a race into a ball pit, and whichever one comes out with a certain color ball, that is the winner. It's adorable.
Buffaloes aren't endangered anymore, so
I assume Bengal tigers aren't.
Some tigers are. I can't remember which one.
Woods.
That one to start with.
He's injured, not endangered.
No, he's old.
I like this a lot.
There's something to it.
There really is. Because you want to give Buffalo a chance for that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And especially if the Chiefs lose by some miracle and the Bengals win too, they're the number 1
All right,
seed.
hear me out. We're still building on the plan. I know we got to go to break, Robert. I'm sorry. We're still building on the plan.
Okay.
We get a treadmill.
Okay.
I'm out.
We put all the ping pong balls on the treadmill. We slowly increase the speed of the treadmill from 0 to a lot. And the last ping pong ball to remain on the treadmill is the winner of the ping pong ball competition.
Or we can get our friends at the professional marble races and we could do a marble race.
That's very good as well.
That's must-see TV.
Let gravity decide.
Mm-hmm.
Add a couple rubber bands to this thing.
Speed.
Yeah.
All right, actual answer. We get Josh
Aerodynamics.
Allen. We get, who's the kid from Cincinnati?
Joseph P. Burrow.
We get Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. They play Madden. against each other.
That might put one of them at a serious disadvantage. Each team picks their Madden captain.
Okay, I agree. I'm back.
It doesn't have to be the quarterback.
Doesn't have to.
That would be better viewing, of
Yeah.
course. But if your backup safety
is the Madden
a
guy.
Madden savant,
Yeah.
you hand the controller to that guy.
But they have to randomly pick the team.
They're not playing their own team.
Yeah, I think you have to play. You have to play your own team.
No.
Yeah, you play your own team.
You play your own team.
No,
Yeah.
Madden's got the Bills better.
Okay, well they can't just all pick the.
Yeah, it's about skills, man.
The 05 Falcons.
It's about skills.
Well, we go with the challenge rules, right? So we're like, we got two players, right? Me and Robert are playing
Okay.
Madden.
Yeah.
Robert picks two teams, and then I get to pick which team I am.
There you go.
That's the Madden rules.
That's how you do it.
Because that way Robert won't pick a booty team and a goody team.
You won't have 500 rushing yards with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, if you pick the Ravens, that's booty because I'm taking them. You have to pick like the Browns and like the Texans.
Correct. Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah. Jacksonville.
Hold on, Jacksonville
now they
might win a playoff game.
Yeah.
All right. Atlanta, Oakland.
Sorry, Robert.
There we go.
There's a lot of options here. And also, the only reason any of these jokes works is because DeMar Hamlin is doing very well.
Very true.
Pulling up real quick before we go to the break. I'm hitting refresh. 7,543,640 of 228,000.9 donations.
I love that so much. Love that so much.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Stock up and save big now store-wide at the Lowe's Truckload event. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories from the brand you trust. While supplies last, selection varies by location, valid 12/29 through 1/11.
Well, traffic right now, things looking a little better southbound on I-25. We're still seeing pretty significant slowdown between Osuna and Comanche. Also westbound on Paseo this afternoon. Jefferson to Coors continues to move slow, and more slowdowns now I-40 westbound between the interchange and the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Erin Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Bryant plays at the fastest pace in all of college hoops, and the BetQL models see some value on their total tonight. They go to Vermont, who plays at one of the slowest paces in college basketball, but BetQL still likes the over. BetQL has over 149 as a 5-star best bet. They project this number at 154. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-715-5447. That's 1-800-715-5447. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-715-5447. That's 1-800-715-5447.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Hey, drop what you're doing and clear your schedules. I just went to Kohl's biggest clearance event of the season and saved up to 70% on so much cool stuff, like cute home essentials, jeans for my whole fam, a cozy sweater for myself, a pair of boots for my husband, and more. Plus, I got an extra 20% off and earned Kohl's cash. So yeah, don't miss out. Get to Kohl's and thank me later. select styles. Up to 70% off ends January 23rd. 20% off ends January 8th. See store Kohl's Cup for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10
on 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay.
You're on. Good job.
Good job.
Well timed.
Speaking of Bills, Bengals, man, you watch AEW last night? What's up?
No, you know what I started, Robert?
What'd you start?
Tulsa King. Made by the same dude who created Yellowstone.
What?
That's
Yeah,
the other one everybody's talking
Sylvester
about.
Stallone.
The cat?
Is a 75-year-old gangster who gets outed from New York and goes to Tulsa. That's all I'll say. It's above. It's
Everyone's
above average.
talking about it. That's another one that
Sylvester Stallone's a legit 76?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Physically speaking, I am nothing.
Yeah. He doesn't look a day over 52.
What?
The only reason my face...
Wait, what's Sylvester Stallone are you looking at?
He's 76.
His face is like 90.
No, not even. Well, I mean, probably in real life, but on TV, fantastic.
Adrian. Best I could do.
That's not bad. It could have been worse.
So
what about AEW?
So
that I didn't
AEW
watch? The answer is no, Fred. I didn't watch it.
Okay, I'm going to catch you up.
Okay.
So AEW last night goes to Seattle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely city.
For pro wrestling, yes. There's a couple meccas. Chicago, obviously. Cleveland, obviously. My hometown is St. Louis, Missouri, obviously. Philadelphia, obviously. Seattle's probably running out the top 5. So, before the show even comes on, and Robert, you sent us this in a group text.
Yes.
Before the show even starts, cameras go live at whatever Pacific time, 6 o'clock or whatever. At 5:55, before the program is live on TBS, AEW World Champion, the biggest heel in probably the last 10 years in pro wrestling, MJF, runs a vignette, a video of him, and he says, I bet you, Seattle, as he's talking to the crowd, 44,000 people or whatever it is. It's not that many, 25,000 people. He's like, I bet you want me to lose tonight, don't you? And they're like, yeah, we want you to lose. He's like, because you love losers.
Oh.
And then he shows a clip of the Seattle Seahawks against the New England Patriots going for a pass at the goal line in the Super Bowl, and it's picked off by Butler. And how old is that? That's got to be 10 years old now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the booze, man. Before the show is even live, the booze is MJF tells Seattle they love losers, and he shows them clips of their loser sports teams.
Did you hear what he said before the clip, though?
What did he say?
He was talking about how depressing it was, how the Supersonics left for Oklahoma. How Cobain killed himself.
No.
And then he showed the Seahawks clip.
Oh, God.
All right, as little as I care about wrestling, especially the storylines and everything that happens within it.
All right, we're going to the Royal Rumble.
That is legit amazing.
It was so good.
That's awesome.
That is a genius level shtick.
You're talking about setting the tone for the night. That's how you do it.
So whenever he came out, like during live camera, it's only booze. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing.
Smart.
Also, if you're not watching AEW wrestling, brand new season here at the new year, redid all the sets. Place looks beautiful. It is there. I mean, they've upped the level. They've upped it, man. So it's time for you to get back in.
I wonder if Tony Khan's going to be at the Super Bowl again.
He will be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
There's no doubt.
Can't
in
wait
my
to see
mind.
him. I guarantee he remembers us.
You think so?
Yeah.
We were the best interview he did.
No doubt.
He actually did say that.
Yeah, no, we're hilarious.
Yeah.
We're super funny.
I'd like to think so.
So anyway, so you didn't watch AEW. That's what you're saying?
No. I've never watched AEW.
Do you here's what we should.
And I haven't had A&W root beer in like 20 years either.
Because you're a caffeine guy. You like caffeine.
Any AEW stuff. Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Arterial walls, mine are very healthy. Don't need to pay attention to that AEW either.
Why do you act like you're medicine?
What?
You're not medicine, dude. Don't just say arterial walls, because me and Robert over here think, is that like a wall with carpet on it? Is that a wall?
That's
okay.
No,
I
Is
don't
that
even
a textured wall?
I don't even go that far.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
He's like, I don't care. It's
Oh.
it's not wrestling.
Like
it's not
like a
AEW.
clogged artery in your heart, the arterial wall cloggage.
Rob's like,
AEW.
Arterial walls? Is that between the chorus or the verse?
Ventricle.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, okay, color me surprised. AEW is the most popular AEW.
What?
I would have thought it'd been like third or fourth on the list on the Google.
Atrium.
Atrium.
I don't understand how there can be something so positive and good in my life that you just so blatantly disregard.
How? How is that not
do you
surprising?
Do you also hate Robert?
We've known.
Jeez.
What about Robert?
Yeah, it is.
Some things.
It is called 2 Men On.
Yeah. Hey, all right. What time is it? 5:43. Clip that one.
Clip it off.
You're gonna hear that one on commercial tomorrow, friends of the show.
You're gonna the bumper all week will be. Do you also hate Robert?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us here are batting 1,000 with our personality traits. Let's be honest.
Very true.
Oh no. If we were to go to a 3 Men On psychiatry,
oh wow,
it would be a competition to see who can make them cry first. It's not. This is not a healthy relationship between us three.
It's more healthy than not healthy.
That's all I'm used to.
But it's definitely not universally healthy.
That's all I'm used to. So I love it.
There's a lot of enabling here.
Oh yeah. It took us a while to figure that out. Robert figured us out real fast.
You're like the weird stepdad who came into this, Robert.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Buck.
Wrapping this thing up whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing is committed to quality and printing perfect every time. Now at Staples, get $10 off your document printing and marketing materials order of $50 or more. Offer ends 2/11. See staples.com/stores/printbig for details. Try Staples and see the difference.
Traffic right now, we've got slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those start around 2nd Street. They're going to last until Coors. I-25 southbound Osuna to Montgomery continues to move slow and headed west on Paseo this afternoon between Jefferson and the river. Still dealing with congestion there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. The news continues to trend in a positive direction for Damar Hamlin. Today, doctors said Hamlin has made a remarkable improvement over the last 24 hours. If there's one thing I hope the NFL revisits, fully guaranteeing contracts for injuries. Right now, that's not standard. And if Damar Hamlin or someone else who suffers a catastrophic injury can never play again, it should be a no-brainer that they get paid in full. I'm Maggie Gray.
Telling it like it is.
Dak Prescott, his record when he's asked to throw 35 times or more is 16-24. When Patrick Mahomes is asked to throw 35 times or more, he's 43-15. They're playing the same position. They're not the same kind of player.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. The Jim Rome Show.
I mean, I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, there are a handful of what I thought were pretty good little talking points for the end of the program. We're going to go with this one. So the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, this Harbaugh cat, not the one in college, the other one. He apparently internally, but not super externally, although he did say a weird thing the other day. So the other day, the press was like, hey, you think Lamar is going to be ready to play? He was like, he hurt himself 24 days ago. We're just going to focus on the guys hurt. So Harbaugh, and this is being reported by, I'm going to make sure I get these names right. Mueller and Sando are on a thing called the Athletic Football Show. I don't know what that is. but it's a podcast. And Randy Mueller and Mike Sando. The football GM with Randy Mueller, Mike Sando. So they say he, being Harbaugh, clearly thinks Lamar should be back. He's trying to stay out of it and take the high road. Mike Preston of the Baltimore Sun wrote in a mailbag column, "It's no secret between the coaches and top members of the front office that Jackson is a slacker."
What?
Oh.
I already told you he's going to Vegas. Lamar Jackson will be the quarterback. It's going to cost him 2 more picks, but it's going to the Las Vegas Raiders welcoming their new quarterback, Lamar Jackson, next year. They hosed him on contract negotiations.
Yep.
They threw him under the bus.
Mhm.
They don't give him any weapons or offensive line help.
Correct. Not Mark Andrews.
Besides Mark Andrews.
He's a stud.
He can't save everybody. Underperform every year, and now they're throwing him under the bus once again. He's gone. He is gone.
Robert.
Yes.
Do you think Lamar's agent needs to clap back on this?
Since he is his own agent, he definitely should clap back.
Good one.
Apparently, he's
Do you blame Lamar in a contract year? You're going to come back from an injury early when the games don't matter. You're going to be the 4th seed no matter what happens. No, 5th seed. You're going to be the 5th seed no matter what happens.
No, not really. They could drop down if they lose because they play the Bengals this week. The problem is they didn't pay him when they should have.
Correct.
That's the big problem here.
The bigger problem is the way these negotiations work is the Ravens front office is going to run circles around him. Like they're going to get it, and it's going to be a weird like public relations battle. There's going to be weird leaks to reporters and stuff, and the agents know how to play this game. Lamar don't know nothing about this. They know how to Laramie Tunsil a guy.
Yep.
And also, Lamar will be like, well, I'm raising like a bunch of orphan kids, which I think is a real thing that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bengals will be like, can they play wide receiver? They'll say no.
Ravens are basically locked into 6.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Patriots, Steelers get 7. Jaguars or Titans get 4. Unless the Chargers choke against the Broncos. But let's be real here.
That could happen.
I say
that could happen.
Forget the franchise. Let them go to the market. Let them leave.
You have to franchise them.
I say forget it. Forget it. Let him go.
But he doesn't have to accept the franchise tag though.
So you're kind of correct.
Kind of.
So he doesn't have to play, but he can't play anywhere else. Now if they tag him,
He has to wait 10 weeks. If he boycotts the franchise tag for 10 weeks, he becomes a free agent.
There you go.
And there's a second level franchise tag where other teams can match. And if you don't choose to match, other team has to give you 2 draft picks.
2 firsties?
Correct.
Okay.
That's a situation I see happening.
Yeah.
The Ravens are like, okay, you're not going to sign with us. You're going to boycott the franchise tag. We'll do, I can't even think of the name of it.
Transitional.
Is that transitional franchise tag? You're going to do this franchise tag, and we're going to get 2 picks out of you. Good riddance.
I need to look up one piece of information before I say something outlandish. So fill time for 2 seconds, boys.
Okay, it's 100%. He's going to be a Las Vegas Raider. But then again, that's what I said about Aaron Rodgers. I just want the Raiders to be better.
No.
For the sake of my city.
Okay, I got it.
What is it?
Can you imagine how much fun football in Albuquerque would be on the weekends if the Broncos, Raiders, and Cowboys were all good at the same time? That'd be sweet.
All right, I got it. You let him walk, okay? After he walks, you sign Baker Mayfield. We already mentioned that yesterday. You bring in Baker Mayfield for what? League minimum. Can't be much more.
Right. True.
What league minimum quarterback? I don't mean league minimum. You know what I mean? And then you go out and you bring in the best wide receivers on the free agent market with the money you saved. That's probably DJ Chark. It's a short list after that. A lot of these guys, Juju Smith-Schuster, He didn't really do it this year. Maybe Jarvis Landry might be over his prime.
It's pretty sorry receiving free agent class.
It's not a good class.
If that's the best ones. That's not a lot of help.
Well, I think Shark can go. DJ Shark can go.
He's 2.
Yeah, there's not a ton out.
Oh, it's a bunch of old names.
St. Brown just re-signed with the Chicago for 1 year, so it won't be him.
This is worse than the quarterbacks.
It's not good. But you get Chark for sure.
That would be an overpay in this class.
Green Bay's not giving up Lazard, are they?
Jacoby Myers is a good number 3. If you get Chark as your 2, Myers as your 3, that's pretty good.
Oh, you know who's pretty good that we didn't
They got Bateman. Bateman's a good deep threat.
That Juwan Johnson down in New Orleans, he's pretty good. He's got 7 touchdowns this year.
Oh, wow.
So you go and you get the talent, is what I'm saying.
You could have the best wide receiver core of 10 years ago and sign Sammy Watkins, A.J. Green, and Julio Jones.
There's a reason they're all right there.
Yep.
Odell.
Yeah, Odell's on the market. Get Odell, DJ Chark, and Jacoby Myers. That's a good core.
Alan Lazard also available.
Yep.
He's a good 3. I've seen it.
You put it with Mark Andrews. Baker Mayfield does a thing.
Oh, I like that.
I'm telling you. Jacksonville don't need this. Baltimore.
Another elite pass rusher because you got everything else. Good. Let him go.
Also, to say that the 2019 league MVP is a slacker is kind of a stupid thing.
It's a very dumb thing to say. Very dumb thing to say. Like you're trying to ensure that he leaves. And your team gets exponentially worse, and then you lose your job. Smart, real smart.
Slacker, no. Weirdo, probably. I don't mean weirdo Deshaun Watson. I mean weirdo Kyrie.
Yeah.
I would want him on. God, he's just so good, dude.
He is.
But right now, Baltimore is making a list of reasons to why they can't give him a fully guaranteed contract. And Lamar is not working to get back to the team. And I don't know about the knee. Sorry, Robert.
No, I was going to say, I wouldn't blame him because he looks over at Cleveland and looks at that situation and is like, that guy got paid all of this money and accused of doing what he did. All I've been doing is winning games.
And he's better than him.
MVP.
Yep.
Also, if you do franchise him, he's just going to sit every time he gets a scrape or a bump.
Every single time.
Every time.
You know what? It's
always every game with him.
You know what's a really good class for? The least important position. Don't say linebacker, running back. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard. You get one of those guys too. The season isn't over, and look at us speculating on next year's free agent class.
So we're just going to put them all.
Love it so
all
much.
in Baltimore.
Everybody, well, you got money. You don't got to give Lamar $55 million.
The crazy, if you either give him $55 million and he goes hard for you, like when he was the MVP, or he puts on a new jersey.
Yep.
Those are the only two.
Because you know he is not signing a team-friendly deal now. He hasn't done it the past 2 off seasons, and you treated him like garbage.
Yeah. If you were to put him in San Francisco, you would have a running back at quarterback. You'd have a running back at wide receiver. You'd have
a wide receiver at running back.
Yeah, and a wide receiver at tight end.
Yeah.
Like, that's how crazy that team could be.
And a tight end at left tackle.
Good program today, boys. We're handing it off to Lady Lobos basketball. Final words?
Oh, my goodness. Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
Once again, happy birthday to my 5-year-old princess, Tasia.
Congratulations, brother. You excited for tomorrow? You going to be able to sleep tonight, Robert?
No.
We can have a reenactment.
A reenactment?
2.0. 2.0.
No.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
We out.